So really, hey, we live now. We live now. Hold on. Share you.
I like to hold my awareness expanded. I met this beautiful girl and my wish was commanded. Didn't have
Old
a fellow
school.
try to get it shady. I always be my girl and y'all can call her my lady. I love her a lot. Word
I
up,
don't
I know
own
in her first
any of
see
this
the
music,
problem
but
that
this
arise.
is
Why
just
her? Cause she want me. The way I am to make things worse. I was curious to think nothing at first. And the first was this fly guy, made me very jealous. Only thing she cheated on me and thought the other fellas. Two of them make her like,
hey. So hey. So welcome, Miss LaLa. I am going to be a lot calmer this year.
Why?
I'm getting old.
What that mean? People got gray hair in their 20s.
Well, I ain't in my 20s. Ooh, do I have curly feet too? How loud is this curly feet? Jesus Christ. I like this. We're on here on StreamYard. I like this. I
Okay,
like this.
I
I'm
never
trying.
heard of StreamYard.
Well, a friend of mine actually, she yesterday, she sent me
Mm,
this link because she's doing one too. I
mm.
said, let me try. And lo and behold, works out pretty well, so uh we can have we can now have guests on too. We
Mm.
had three. I think we'll say up to six we can, but I doubt we're gonna have
Oh,
five.
okay.
So it's going to be really, 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 really cool.
Okay.
So that's why I was testing it yesterday while you was doing something.
Being lazy. That's all that was. Look, I even turned down a hotel. Like, no,
What
I'm
you
not
do?
about to sit there and look at your belly all night and your conversation is crap. I'm sorry.
Turn off the lights.
Turn on ain't that much light in the
Let's
world.
get her back.
Oh my god.
Turn off the lights.
Nah, ain't happening.
Let's get going.
But yeah, I think we got a good lineup of some interesting topics for this year. I do want us to talk more about chemistry and vibes. Um,
Why? Oh shoot! Hold on.
because people, I mean, in a relationship, people are, what I'm saying, if the chemistry not there, I don't care what you do, how good you look, it's not gonna work.
I
So, and
agree.
then,
You know what? I feel you. I mean, I literally feel you because, but that's why I screwed up myself was that you worry too much about chemistry,
right,
and that guides you. And I can tell you right now that that doesn't always work.
right,
But I
yeah.
mean, that's
So,
cool. I mean, because relationships should be more is it's more spiritual than physical in some
right,
cases. Unlike when you kick
yeah, it's not gonna work.
it, why not? Well, we'll get to that later. We get to that later.
Right.
But that's one of the things. Definitely, I totally agree that we're going to focus more on too. Also, I would like for us to we're going to focus more on just even individual success outside of
Hmm.
relationship.
Right.
Why? Thank God 2020 is over. So I'm so sick of that damn presidential election, and
If I could have
I'm
took a
so glad that
spaceship out of 2020, I would have.
I agree.
It was
I
terrible.
totally
I
agree.
mean, but there is some positive things that happened in 2020. I can't say that it was all bad, but I mean, learning experience and growing from it, I guess that's the main thing. So
Yeah. So what did you learn from 2020? Tell me the biggest thing you learned from 2020.
the biggest thing I learned is to invest in yourself. Nobody's going to invest in you like you. So, and I had to learn that, especially as being a Libra, we tend to put a lot of people before us. And that's not healthy for us, because if we're not mentally sound, if we're not in a good place, we can't be an asset to somebody else. So I had to learn how to invest in me, you know. So yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I agree. I agree. I agree. It 2020 taught me to. I used to be so invested on trying to be right, and trying to make sure
Mm,
everybody knew how I, which is one of
mm.
the things that I got us together. But I have to. Um, I learned that, you know what, people gonna be people no matter what. It is what it is,
True.
and let it go. Just because we totally disagree doesn't mean we still can't be friends.
Right.
Uh, and also, I learned that though making connections with people is really really important. When I say connection, I'm talking about business connections and
Mm-hmm.
getting getting knowledge from every source.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I also realized that a lot of religion is bullshit. But I ain't going into that.
Oh my
I'm,
God.
so you know, what's interesting about what 2020 also really changed for me, huge, is that I became very anti-religion,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not just the Judeo-Christian uh, monotheism.
Right.
I just really, and it's interesting how people view you.
Mm-hmm.
Once you say, you know what, all religions go,
Right.
aren't you in jail? No, aren't you getting? I don't know what things are. You don't either.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I challenge people, okay, prove to me that there's only one God without using the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Can't. And this is
Right.
what I believe. Great. So I mean, those are two things I really, really I learned. Uh, and I also I'll get this body right.
Yeah, we all know you trying to hit Miami.
Oh no, no, Myrtle Beach.
Oh, Murder Beach. Okay.
Myrtle Beach. So I will be thotting.
Capital T.
H O is the right word.
Oh my God.
Which again, which is something else I want us to touch on. Um, so everybody, you know, to got any suggestion, we'd be good with that. Is that if somebody cheats on you, do you want to know? That to me, if, you know, I remember going to Miami with my friends back when I was young and vibrant, and
Young,
I
dumb,
ran
full
into
of cum.
what? What do you say, my dear?
I said young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yeah.
Yes, we know.
And uh, and I ran into so many women who had boyfriends,
Mm-hmm.
married. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I even want. I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to know? We'll talk about that too. But you really want to know if somebody is.
I mean, well, if you're in a relationship, I mean, and cheating is a problem, then of course you will want to try to address it or fix it. Sometimes we just make a mistake and we step out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if I know it was just a mistake and I stepped out and I know that I wasn't going to do it again, then I wouldn't hurt them and tell them. I wouldn't. If I had a continuous cheating problem, I know I'm gonna get caught whether I say something or not. That's just the law. So I don't know. I don't think that we all make mistakes. I don't think we should hold it against the person because they make a mistake. Mistakes are mistakes. Mistakes are a sign of we become weak. We put ourselves in that position. So we made a wrong decision. But if we know that we've learned from it and we're not going to do it again, then why tell your mate and hurt them? You see what I'm saying? You know,
So here's my question: mistake. I mean, what would you constitute a mistake as far as cheating?
like I was in a position where my emotions took over. And so I cheated. But I know not to put myself in that position no more. I mean, to me, it's like being on a diet. You know what I'm saying? And then you be like, oh, I had a slice of cake at a moment of weakness. But you get right back on your diet. You see what I'm saying? It's the
But this is
same.
different. Do you realize what you have to go through to sit here and cheat? Okay, so it's not like when you go to grab a slice of cake, you get up, you grab the cake, and you're eating that in a couple seconds. You have to take off you have to put yourself in that position. Period.
So
Take
you
off
trying to
your
say it's
clothes.
uh-huh. So
I
you
don't
trying to
think
say cheating is premeditated.
very, very much so. You got to go through too much to cheat.
I don't think
Don't get it
so.
twisted. I've cheated.
I don't think so.
Uh,
I mean, you can be at the office and somebody who like you corner you, pull your pants down, suck your dick. I mean, like,
what's the chance of that happening? That does not
you.
happen. That means for every person that happens to, it's about a million that premeditated. Come on, nah, LaLa.
No, you wish that would happen. No,
Ooh, a couple chicks. Ooh, I work with my God, yes.
oh my god.
You know what the worst part about it? Well, I work from home now, so it really doesn't. I mean, I don't get to see them no more. But yeah, a couple chicks I worked with. Ooh, I was like, oh yeah, 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 ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. And I got
Oh.
stories I can tell too. Shit.
I mean, but it all depends on the couple. I mean, there's some relationships where they don't mind you stepping out, as long as you just let them know.
But would you let
Which is
somebody
called
know?
what?
But that, I mean, would you?
You said what now?
Would you want to know? Would you want to know? Let's say you
First
and
time
one of
around, no.
I know you got the roster. Let's say you finally settled down with one of the 30 people that you got chasing after you. I just throw your bitches all out the street at that. Okay, so just in all seriousness, let's say you was in a relationship. Would you want to know?
First time around, if it's their first offense, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Because I would look at them differently, even if they were very sad and sorry wholeheartedly. I still would look at them differently. So I wouldn't want to know.
So we sat down. This is what we wasn't supposed to sit here and talk about this. We supposed to, say this. But this is a good conversation here.
Right.
This is a good conversation. But I mean,
Because to
so
be
what
honest
you
with
think of
you,
it to help?
Freddie, right? To be
Yeah.
honest with you, people sit up there and they say that tell me the truth. And really, you don't really want the truth when it comes down to it. Because you're going to look at that person differently. You see what I'm saying? Like people say they want the truth, they want the truth, they want the truth. And really the truth changes your perception. If the relationship is salvageable, if you can save it, then you don't need to know. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're
So
saying.
you
I
saying
see.
you would want to know.
When I was younger, yes. Now, no.
Okay.
Uh, especially if it's a one-time thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want you to come and can you come and if it's over if I find out,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what, even if you tell me or not.
Exactly. Right.
Uh, I mean, my thing is that I would want to know simply because you. That's why I'm torn at, and this is one of the things. This is the truth. You know, one thing about for everybody out here that's listening to us, that's going to be listening to us, that's going to see this eventually. The world is not just black and white; it's a lot of gray. Because in this
True.
situation, you have okay, yeah, you probably screwing this dude raw because when you're in that feeling, like you ain't strapping the condom on. You're not. I mean, I'll be real. Women I cheated with, I can count on one hand or a couple fingers how many I strapped up with.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, why was that? You just didn't care, or
because you know what? It's that passion. When let's say you have somebody and you're in a relationship or you're married and you got to find that other person, it's just like, man, it's just, I want to feel all of you,
mm-hmm.
period. And plus, especially after you were bro, like I was married for like 10 years.
Right.
Man, going to a condom? Man, yo, I mean, it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But man, it's hard as hell. I'm
I
telling you right now,
I
man,
li-
my
I
fake
live
orgasm,
right.
it ain't happening. It ain't coming. It's gonna stay hard, but it's not gonna come.
I mean, I've literally blocked guys because we was about to be intimate and they tried not to put on a condom. And I was literally like, yo, no condom, no ass, flat out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the fact that you wouldn't ask my permission not to use it, to me, is disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? Like, I should have a say so in that, whether we should use a condom or not. But if you're trying to be deceitful,
You have every say so about it. You have, as a woman, you have every say so on whether or not you have a guy put the condom on. That's
right?
something I totally agree with. Because that's why I get so upset when women like, well, he just, he didn't wear a condom. And you just let him come and releasing you like that?
Right.
That's what I don't get where women be like, well, it's his fault I'm pregnant. No, it ain't. Hell, I got a muddy ass boot. I can't walk into your house. I can't.
Right.
If you sit here and let this guy just release his juices in you,
Right.
and you can't say that. Say that. I mean, but you're right when you're absolutely right when it comes to. I mean, you can. You have every right to demand a condom. Every right. You
Mm-hmm.
should. Just me personally, I'd be like, let me go run to the store. I gotta get the ultra thin. And check this out. That's why I didn't get married.
No, but yeah. Oh God.
Who picture me married?
Oh, hell has no fury.
Oh, I have a friend of mine who said if I ever were to get married, she would come to the wedding and she'd be like, "I just have to meet you and see that who tamed this guy." It's not even tame. It's just man, I sabotage my relationship. I do. I
But
think,
you know
and
what?
that's
I think at a certain point we sabotage relationships because, for one, we've been damaged. Number two, we don't trust. So actually, we will sabotage a good thing before I even start. So
I
this
think.
is why people are not. I don't care if you've been in a relationship for 2 months. You need to take some time to heal and get your mind back right. And that's what people don't understand. They jumping into relationships, and that's not healthy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But I mean, but also I think everybody's meant to be in a relationship, meant to be married.
No,
Everybody's not.
absolutely not. No.
Something else I want to tackle, for lack of a better term, the wall.
Right.
Uh, and how it affects relationships and how women especially don't realize when they do hit it.
Right.
That's where because everybody has to stay in their lane too. So I mean, that's a topic that we definitely are going to approach
Right.
this year.
And I think that we should do a show based on the signs of knowing if you're meant to be married. Like
Oh yeah,
there's a couple of signs, like personally, like, nah, you're not meant to be married. No, that's not gonna work. Don't even try to put yourself into that situation. You're
and
not meant to.
we're gonna have some people, some guests. I know a guest for sure that would love to speak on this.
Mm-hmm.
She would love to speak on this. So again, guys, what you know what it was, what we did like last year on this page on our YouTube on our channel was fun. But I think this year we're definitely going to tackle more topics. You still gonna get the same greatness that's me and her sometimes being halfway right every time I say it. But I think one of the things that we're definitely going to do is that we definitely are going to tackle more serious topics. Um, because in all honesty, the foundation of any society
Right.
is, and we have to get this right. I'm not trying to be funny, but we're 3 generations, 4 generations in. I don't need a man to raise my baby, and it's not working.
Right.
Not, our guys, are we better off now than we were in the 30s and 40s? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships better off than they were in the 60s and 70s. I don't know
Right.
because marriage rates are going down,
Right.
down. And I can say right now, as a guy who's 46 years old, I don't know if I even need to get married. I don't know why. And I'm not alone for it. Me and
Right.
everyone.
And you know what? I mean, it's normal to feel like that. I mean, that is a normal feeling because when you like, okay, I'm going into marriage, you know what I'm saying? And I want this and I want that. It's not going to happen. You know, you literally have to lay some ground rules of being married. What's going on? I can't see you.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
I
there you
don't know
go.
what happened. Here. I'm sorry, Lala. Hey, this is new. Lala, can you hear me?
It say
Can you hear me?
test.
Lala? Yeah, test. That's me. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Is your mic on?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Say
Can
something.
you hear me, Lala? Can you hear
Yeah,
me
you
now?
like got a lot of static.
Oh wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I have a lot of static. You can't hear me. It's a lot of static here.
Nah, that's better. What you do?
I just unmuted myself and muted myself back. Is it? Can you still hear
Oh,
me?
okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, great. So technical issues. Hey, everybody has technical issues, technical difficulties. Those things happen when you're working live.
Right.
One thing about
I
this
mean,
too, people, is that I'm sorry. Go on,
overall, it's
too.
still pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. This is what we. This is nice. One thing too is that I am going. We should have a song of the week. You know, we're gonna do this
We
once a week.
should. Yeah, we should.
But hey, I'm feeling sad and lonely. That song was Slick Rick. Okay. I thought I throw some love out. That was Slick Rick. It was called I Should Have Done It. Now, just a little, as you know, before we end up, we're gonna try to keep this, 30 minutes because really, after 30 minutes, y'all be tired of this. Okay. And I'm always tired of this because I love talking.
Right.
I just
I mean,
talking
but
fast.
the more people that's added on, the quicker the time go by.
Oh, definitely, definitely. But just for us two this time, yeah. But I think that song, Slick Rick, I should have done it. Slick Rick, honestly, again, is to me one of the great is a great rapper from back in the '80s before your time. He's a storyteller, and in one of our conversations, I said, "Hey, I was weak-minded Fred D. Went on with the flow," and that's when the line said, "Weak-minded Rick the Ruler." He cheated.
Oh
He
my
acted.
god.
So, and the song is about him cheating on his girl, and that he shouldn't have done it.
Mm,
So I think like that was kind of appropriate for kind of like what our conversation evolved to.
right,
Okay, but that's something people is that our conversations evolve. They
right.
come to our page. We'll start sending the link out to people on our Facebook page saying, "Hey, this is the time we're about to do it," and just come in and join us on StreamYard, and you can leave comments, talk, and then also, check out our old video, and you're gonna see a difference between old videos and what's coming.
True.
We really want to have great conversations just about making life better for everybody,
Right.
spiritually, physically, emotionally. So, but okay, but we should have done this earlier. But let's redo it again. Let's do some introductions. LaLa, talk to me. Tell me about yourself, LaLa.
I'm
Although
LaLa. I'm LaLa, 40 years old. I was married 16 years, was with him 21 years, have 4 girls. My youngest is 15, so they're not babies. Um, but I'm not really pushing to get married anytime soon. But I can't speak for fate. If I meet somebody and I'm like, okay, I want to be with them for the rest of my life, that's not going to stop me. Um, I'm like, seriously, I'm an introvert and extrovert, but I love the family life. I do. I love the home life. Um, and I just like to have fun, like you.
So what are the things you got going on, LaLa? Because we definitely are going to. One of the things I don't know if you know this, hon, is that I was able to throw some banners at the bottom of our page. I
Yep,
don't know
I
if you
seen it.
saw. So definitely, what you got going on outside of this? 'Cause I know you're a writer.
Writing. Yep, picking up more writing projects. Actually, I'm starting to write something for Netflix. Actually, it's a series, preferably towards dating. So, um, and it's a lot of psychology to it, which is what I love, because what people don't realize is psychology plays a big part when you're dating. Your mindset, how you think, your actions, how you were raised, so all those play a part into when you're dating, and actually when when you want to become married. So I'm really writing. I hope they pick it up. But hey, we'll see. If it don't work out, I still can keep pitching it, or I can do a short film. That's not a problem. So, but yeah, yep. I'm on Instagram. Larisha31 is and then my side name is Hollywood LaLa. I do a lot of content on there. I'm almost at 20,000 followers. Um, yes, I need to make some money.
Uh,
But yeah, that's far
yeah.
as I just love to write. I love to write. I would not have never dreamed of doing a podcast. I'm telling you, to be honest with you. I never thought that I had something people would want to hear. But we all got a story that we need to tell. You know what I'm saying? And we shouldn't think it, we should think outside the box, basically. Because a lot of times what works outside the box is where we're supposed to be. We shouldn't be always confined. You see what I'm saying? And with the normal, we need to get outside that box and discover who we are.
Last words. As much as I tease you about LaLa, I do appreciate working with you. You are very, very.
What?
I appreciate you. I've learned a lot from you from the short time that we've had been working together. I've learned a lot about myself, and
Oh, thank you.
I'm not never going to be another company again for another 6, 7 months, right?
Yeah.
I think it's so. I mean, yeah, yeah. That's definitely. You learn a lot from this young lady. You can, you can. She
Yeah.
is, you know, perfectly imperfect. That's for sure. But aren't we all?
Right. Yep. We
Not
all are.
so. Before I go, I'll introduce myself. My name is Fred. I'm the man. The reason I got the man from is because one of the things I'm doing on my side. my side is a labor of love. I have a Facebook page, Fred D, Classic Gentleman, and to where I was fortunate enough to where I'm trying to bring out what gentleman is. Gentlemen aren't soft. It's just
Mhm.
the modern gentleman here, in all honesty. Uh, although I'm coming out with my beard oil, and I'm working on my cologne. My scents are almost there, but it's not what I want yet. So yeah, I'm going to have a hopefully a cologne oil coming soon. It's a lot to go. But my beard oil and my beard shampoo and conditioner will be out no later than the first week of February. I have my formulas and everything together, and it's just me just getting the packaging and everything done. But outside of that, I'm 46 years old. Been married from the time of 10 years and 1 month. I mean, I got hit with that one crazy. So I was married 10 years and 1 month. Two sons, 22 and 18. So they're grown. So now I'm looking forward to spending my next few years just enjoying life because really I don't. Yeah, I don't know where they at. So it's not. I trust them. I have no grandkids, so I count my blessings to where 22 and 18, I don't have any grandkids. So I'm thinking I did something. Haven't had any problems with them. So I guess I did something right.
Right.
They should those. Hey, I make mistakes too. I learn from my
Right.
mistakes. I used to love good rap chicks.
Right.
I try to make a thought of like you can't do that. So
I mean, you're a good dad, so that's one thing we really don't see is a lot of black strong fathers.
but it's a lot of it. We're gonna talk about that
Right.
too. Because the media gives a terrible misconception that it's not a lot of good black fathers.
True.
And I'm telling you, I will be willing to bet that there are more good black fathers than black mothers. I'll be willing to bet because you know we have a sense of after in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and we'll talk about this later too, is that we was beat down. Black men was beat down. Y'all all in jail, y'all gay, whatever. We was beat down.
Right.
We did. And he said, look, let's change the narrative. Now black men kicking ass now.
Right.
We are. And I think that's part of the reason why we struggle with our sisters because we're like, wait, back when I was young as a nerd, you didn't pay attention to me. You wanted Pookie and Ray Ray. Now after your kids and all this other stuff, now you want to come to me, and I done built this already, and I don't need that help.
Right.
So when women come, one thing that's irritating to mind. When women come say, "Well, I want to get with you, so let's build." No need.
Right.
No, we did. No, I built already. So don't come with your 3, 4, 5 kids by 5, 6, 7 baby daddy and say you want to build.
Wow.
But we'll
Not
talk
gonna
about that
happen.
later too. But no, it's not. We'll talk about that later. At the time. But again, um, it's an interesting. My life has been interesting. I enjoy my life. Um, and one last thing too is that I'm not terribly religious, so. Well, she's laughing because she knows how anti-religion I am. But so in our conversations, you probably will hear me say some things that are uncomfortable for people who are Christians, Muslims, but everybody. That's the one great thing about this world is that everybody is different.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's another show too. Does religion play a part in dating and getting married?
and yes, please. And in fact, that's our next show.
Okay.
Let's talk about that because I can tell you right now, I've lost women who was like, Fred, you're such a nice guy. You're such a good guy, blah, blah, but you don't go to church. That doesn't change my mind.
Right. What they got to do with it?
Church, they got you pregnant. They did this. What? Oh my God, I got some stories to tell you. Next week. Let's tune in next week, man. We're gonna drop this next week, and we're gonna talk about this about religion, all this other stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I
thank
love
you.
you, Fred. You one of the people that I appreciate you being in my life. I really do.
Oh, you gonna make you blush.
Yeah, I talk about you all the time. I talk about you so much. People like, is that your man? No, that's my brother. Like
I love you too, Lala. I love you too, honey. Just FYI, no, we're not dating.
no.
Love it, but no, we're not. She already got this issues, and she's like, no way, ain't no way in hell I'm dealing with you.
Jesus.
So, baby girl, you did a good job. I'm gonna sit here. Hey guys, hit YouTube page, smash the likes and everything. Eventually, we're gonna start getting our attire out. We'll get some mugs and everything, coffee mugs and things. Just have a good time with this. Check out the Facebook page, and
But I will call it, pick up the phone and call a girl. That's fine. I should have done. I'm feeling sad and lonely. I'm feeling. Look to make this right. So directed with the
all right, take y'all later, baby girl.
Okay, enjoy the rest of your evening. Love you.
Love you too, baby.
I had things that won't come all the time. So I went up.